Okay, so apparently, if I can get in there, do this,
Y'all did see this coming, right,
this
dreamers?
has gone live. I will restart this so you can hear it.
Y'all did see this coming, right, dreamers? Surely did, but not like this. A grand gathering before the emissary and his speaker. Standing room only. Bodies pressed to bodies. A great overheated mass breathing as one. Waiting for their beloved healer mute to speak. Kanga hushed the crowd. He shed his mask, and there he was, laughing at them. Sick as the day he was banished. More. His retribution was at hand, born of a virus spreading further and faster than spore and space ever could have. Arlo. And in that stunned silence, Arlo himself made a sound. Not a word, but a stifled gag. A swollen choke as he opened his mouth. And there it was. Pointed. Black. A tongue. But not. Snaking and bulging and splitting him apart. I looked away then. I had to. But that sound stays with me. Not the sound of human terror, bad as it was. But what came after. The grinding wet. The rattling flutter. The congregation converted in the truest sense. Dreamers, you all got your work cut out for you. Though this movement has lost its head, the body still lingers.
Well, that was interesting. Basically, they all gathered. Arlo had his big grand appearance, and something infested crawled out of his mouth and ripped him apart. Arlo is, at this point, basically dead. At least that's what I got from that. I could be wrong. This is why I haven't mentioned spoilers in this so far, because by clicking on the video you probably realise what this is about, and I will at least put up the first word in the description, but anybody who goes to the comment section is just an idiot. Let's be honest, this entire video is basically a spoiler. It gets me when people do that for quests. They watch the video about a quest and then do nothing but say, it's a spoiler, you should have said spoilers. I've done it exactly twice, and I have fixed that cock up on both. Now, this has brought new missions, but there's no new missions. Nothing there. Oh, there it is. Outbreak missions complete. 3 on Ceres and 3 on Pluto. Is that? Yes, it's on Ceres as well. There is Emissary Derelict Survival and Emissary Derelict Defense. Both of which require 1 zealot code. You get that from completing outbreak missions on the planet. That is an outbreak mission. I will just double check that just to make sure. But yep, infested outbreak. Oh, weirdly enough, on Ceres and Pluto. I don't want to particularly go and do... I will do a defense. I'm quite happy doing the defense. I don't want to really do a survival. But let's get some of these things and then try and do this mission. Infested outbreak, obviously you will support whichever side it is, and now you have to do a defense mission. And now it's been completed 3 times, and there it is! Derelict code. So in theory, because it's nothing more than a theory at the moment, I will go and check, which I really don't want to do, because let's be honest, some of these can be ridiculously annoying. If I do this, it doesn't say that the derelict... See, it says 1 used, so I can use 1 to the other, from 1 planet to do the other one, meaning that if you do that one, you have 2, but instead of messing around here, I'm just going straight in to that. And see what happens. There is actually a new enemy here. This thing. The Undying... I have no idea, but it goes into a spawn pod. Oh, I was hoping to scan that. And then dies in midair. You can kill it in the pod. You can kill the pod. But I'm gonna leave it. I want to leave it and see what happens. Because it kind of comes out of the pod, jumps around, and goes back into the pod. There's no point. It's not doing anything special. But it is a nice new infested enemy though. So that's something that's new already. Hopefully there's more though. Did drop a sigil. That leaping whatever it was. Didn't see that coming. So there was a sigil, but not sure what else or why else we are actually doing this. Can I mark that? I can mark that. Even though I was up here when I picked it up. I left it, scanned it, actually twice I managed to scan that. Because I'm trying to fill the codex while I'm on here. And then scan the thing that came out of it. Then it went back into the pod, which it should be doing somewhere. Unless somebody's killed it. Somebody killed it. Oh, now I can't scan it. I really hope that whatever came out of Arlo is going to be here. And that's not what this new enemy thing is. Because if it is, how is there so many of them coming out of that one, let's be honest, one child? There's not enough matter to create this many of them. Because there's a few of them in here. Well, apparently no. Emissary standing from doing these missions. There is a sigil you can get from those new guys, but it looks like this whole thing is just to gain extra Emissary standing. Which is great, because this means that even starting from level 1, there is still time to max out Nightwave before it ends. And upon completing the survival one, nothing really happened. It seems that these are only here to gain some extra Emissary Nightwave rep. And it seems that it's not the daily reset that resets it, it's actually just the outbreak that you finish, or when it finishes, because obviously if you have a look at them, it will eventually end at some point. When it eventually ends, that resets it. 0 of 3. So when that's done, it resets it, you get another one, you can do more of these. So it's not set to reset it the days, just the outbreaks have to complete. And then you can get more codes, do more. This does mean that in theory you can still get this. There is still time to complete it if you are still a low level and think you don't have time. The time is still there because of this new feature that's been added. What will episode 5 bring? Well, we will have to wait and see. Hopefully it's going to be something quite amazing. There hasn't been a boss to this, but I will take this little grindy feature over the wolf any day. So we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.